Hello, my name's Marcus and welcome to another episode of Tabletop Reviews. For today I'm having a look at this. Now you might be thinking, that is the Wingspan card holder. Yes, well in this one, because I have an insert for Wingspan obviously. In this one I have, can I show the camera? Uno, dos and Uno flip. I hope you saw it on camera. In a neat little holder, that's pretty neat. I have another one, because I might get different Unos. It's somewhere up there. I have kept both the purple one as well. And if there's a yellow one and the Oceania, I'm probably going to keep that as well. Just for these card games to be put in here, I guess. A pretty neat space to have them. But anyways, Uno flip and dos. So get them to the table, see how they're set up and played. Alright, most of us probably already know how to play Uno, but just for the few people who probably don't, who maybe don't, let's quickly go through this one. So we have a pile here that every player gets 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. And then you have the starting card. That's a +2. Now some rules state you can't start with that, others just, well, unfortunately for you. So if let's say this person started, well, he could play another +2 on top of that. Now change the color to blue, and then this person over here would have to draw up 4 cards because he, doesn't have anything to defend himself. Other special cards in here involve skip your turn, reverse, which reverses play order. Now in a 2-player game like this one, usually that would work as a skip. So now it's my turn again. I can do a combo of the, it's called the blue and then the yellow 5 there, because we are going for the combos. Then I can skip this person and then do the combo of the 4s, for example. And then, in this instance I'm pretty lucky, I can do the 7, the blue, and then I can say Uno. If you don't say Uno, that's +2 cards if this person calls you out. But you said Uno, so yay for you. What can you do? What can you do? Well, you can try to change the color again. Be lucky, you were lucky enough. Obviously the first person to get rid of their cards is the winner. It's just quick back and forth. Talked about some of the special cards, just show you any card that missed. Officially you can put down the same number or the same color. +2 skip, +2 skip, reverse play order. There is, this is a wild, counts as anything, and you can change the color to any color you would like. And this is a +4, works the same way as the wild, except it gives your opponent +4 cards. And those are the special cards that you are going to slowly be drawing up to try and determine a winner by getting rid of all your cards first. Bam, that is a quick overview of Uno. Alright, Uno flip. Let's just do that one real quick. So we'll start with this face up, shuffle it up here. Every player gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bam. And the starting card is that one. Let's just say we started off here. So this side is sort of kind of the same. There's a few differences in it, like there's a skip. This one I'll get to. Reverse play order. The wilds has a +2 this time instead of a +4. There's +1 instead of +2. I believe that's all of the different cards that you have, except that one, which I will get to in just a second. I will log in onto one on my hand. You still have a regular wild here. Yeah, those were the differences. The +4s are now +2s and +2s are now +1s. The big difference comes when I play a card like this. Then you flip the entire thing on its head. Bam. Bam. Now you have all new colors and all new cards. One of the main cards is +5s. Oh damn. Another interesting one is, of course, this one. Skips completely over everybody. It's a weird one. I don't know why it's not just to skip everybody. And then this one, which is, you can play it down and you can say, well, purple of the new interesting colors that you have here. Now this person has to draw until he gets a purple, which can be a lot or it can be a few. That's not purple, that's a pink. That's a purple. Bam! You skip all the way around to myself again. Now we punish this motherfucker. +15. And this guy doesn't have a defense to that. Anyways, that's the differences. Of course, this one still changes it all around. You still play to 1. If you have 1 card left, you yell out Uno. And whoever loses their cards first is the winner. Bam, I don't see how I could possibly explain that any quicker. Alright, thus, quite different. Lower player count, everything. Alright. I pile here and you will deal out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards again. And make 2 piles right here. Bam. Blue one and the green one. Alright, so what I can do in this one now is I can make a number match with just the one. That's just a number match. Or I can do a color and number match with the blue one here. That gives me a special ability to discard a card or some shit like that, I don't fucking know. And you get rid of these cards that you've spent and draw out all new ones. And of course it allows you to play a card like this, that doubled. And then you only have 2 cards in here. Now this one, that's a green one if of any number, whilst this one is a 2 of any color. You of course have to go through, you know, blue of any color, the 2 of any color, 2 of blue of any number, the 2 of any color is the only one of any color, but yeah. Now that's of course not the only way, you now have blue 10 in there. Let's see if I have something. Yeah, so I could play in my 5s here, they equal 10, so now I've matched that one, yay! But no color match, of course that needs to be both of them. When you have 2 cards left, you yell out "dos," and whoever gets rid of the cards first win. I glossed over that very much, there's a few more specifics within it, but this is the fastest freaking overview I've ever done. Let's get back to the table. And there we are, that's the gameplay of these 3 card games. You probably already know them, they're pretty famous around the world. Let's start talking about Uno. A game where you've got to get rid of all your cards, starting out of 7. Of course, all the little niche rules, and this is probably the biggest thing I can say too bad about it, is that nobody can agree on the freaking rules. But here's the thing, everything that's ever been disputed is described in the rule book, so people just don't fucking read the rule book. Like, reading the actual rules I have of these ones. I don't actually have the Uno rules, I've lost them, because everybody knows how to play Uno, right? But reading the actual freaking Uno rules, you know how to play the game. All these things that people dispute. Can you put a +2 and a +4? No, you can't. It says in the rules. Can I play a +4 whenever? No, only when it is the only option. If it's red and you have a red, you have to play the red. Otherwise, people can call you out on your shit. People are never going to do that, and I think that's a terrible rule. You should be capable of just playing the +4 whenever. But that is so interesting. But legitimately, according to the rules, if an opponent of yours plays +4 on a red, it says we're gonna keep it red, and then you can be like, "Do you have reds?" Yes. Well, +2. Well, then you get +4, motherfucker. Yeah, that's the actual rules. Now I don't understand why people think +2 and a +4 that they don't match. What the fuck ever. What is wrong with you, one? Why are you making all these noises? No. Right, we're taking her to a vet at some point. I don't know why this just keeps on making those noises. I'm just rolling around down here. She could read it. Anyways, the gameplay of Uno is of course very, very simple. You draw a card and then you play a button. Well, no, you don't draw a card, fucking hell. You play a bunch of cards. If you can't play anything, you draw a card. And then you try and get rid of your cards. There isn't really anything in it. I mean, the only interesting things is, as I said, with the +4, the +2, what do I play? Do I just play my yellow 4 or do I play my yellow +2 and see where it goes? So there are very few insignificant decisions, but to me, Uno is always just kind of a fun game to bring out. Everybody knows how to play it, it's over in 10 minutes, and it's just kind of fun. Like, it's just fun. I actually think Uno, genuinely, I think Uno is kind of fun. Yeah, then taking on Uno into changing it up. Uno Flip is more fun. I think Uno Flip is more fun, and I know that my mom also loves it, and her boyfriend, and my brother even. Like, they prefer Uno Flip. They bought Uno Flip themselves. They introduced me to Uno Flip, and now I own Uno Flip, because of course I gotta own it. Zoe. I really hope you can hear that, and it's not just completely silent on camera. But she just went. She really made some noise then. I really had it checked out. I don't think there's anything wrong with her. It's just she wanna make babies. I think that's the perfect thing to say. Where was it? Right, Uno flip. There's some of the cards that flip them around to have different colors, which is very interesting. You can always see what your opponent has. So when it comes to the flip, like if I have the flip card, I just look around, what do my opponents have? Can I remember it? And then play it on, try and remember. It becomes a little bit more interesting, a little bit more tactical. Is that? It's not really strategic, but it becomes a little bit more tactical. Like, when can I play this one? When can I remember? When can I screw over my opponents? And also, like, remembering what is the color it's changed into. Because obviously the thing is, you flip the entire pile around, not just the top card. So what was the color there? Can I remember the color? Was it red? And you have 2 cards left, one of them is red. I don't want to change right now. So let's keep going. It just takes Uno and makes it more fun, I think. Even though I already think Uno is pretty fun. So yeah, Uno and Uno Flip are, to me, just fun games. Like, there isn't a lot to them. No, there isn't any big tactical or strategic decisions. As I say, Uno Flip just adds this little bit of like, can I remember these things? How can I play it against you? And I know people don't like the fact that it's mostly take that with +2s, +4 skips, all of those. People don't like those. I've seen in an Uno Flip game someone draw 20 cards because of the +5s. +5, +5, +5, +5. Okay, so we're drawing 20 cards now. But I find those fun. And I know some in my family find that it's just kind of fun. Opposite Monopoly, right? Because this is the thing that people are going to say, you don't like Monopoly. No, I don't like Monopoly because Monopoly is 100% luck. Uno is like 80 to 90%. But I feel just more invested in Uno, and it's over quicker. I think that's the biggest thing for Uno. Way better than Monopoly. It's over quicker. Uno, it's at 10, maybe 15 minutes. I mean, it is like that. The game's over, and you just had a quick, fun game. Like, we've spent a night, we played 3 different games within an hour, and with breaks and stuff. And it just, you want to do something with your family. You don't want to, you know, be on the phone and watch the TV or something. You want to do something for your family, but they don't really want to play a massive hour-long game. Like, they don't want to make wine for the next 2 hours or 1 to 2 hours. They just want a quick game. Uno is perfect for that. Just like that, you've played Uno, you've had fun. Of course, you need to be capable of taking a +4. Some people can't, and I think that's where people go in, is that you can't handle take that. And if you can't do that, I think you're a child. Okay, listen, if you can't handle that someone plays a +4, it's part of the fucking game. If you can't handle that, you're just a child. So Uno is a quick, fun game. Uno Flip, change up a little bit. I think it takes a little bit longer to play Uno Flip because you can really bother your opponents a little bit more. So probably that's a little bit longer, but it's still short enough that it doesn't overstay its welcome. It does exactly what it needs to do. It's just kind of fun. Dos. Dos takes... it doesn't even take Uno. It's not Uno. You have 2 piles, you're building on these piles, and you remove the piles, and you... I have not had fun playing Dos. It is terrible. I think one thing that consists of all 3 of these games is you need to be more players. 2-player games of these ones aren't that fun. You need to be more players. It's like a family game, 4 players, right? But Dos, that's so terrible. And you will sit for multiple rounds drawing up a card or something. Dos is absolutely not that good. It's kind of boring, and the take that element isn't even there anymore. Like, the quick, fast-paced, take that fun game of Uno has been taken, removing all of the fun and all of the pace, and just making it a slow grind to try and get rid of your cards. It's funny, of course, that it's Dos, and now when you have 2 cards left, you say Dos or Dos. I don't know. It's actual Spanish, and I only know Uno is one, and I don't know if Dos is like dos or something. I don't know. I know it's tres, so maybe it is dos. Yeah, I mean, I can count to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I believe. So I'm not 100% on the pronunciation, but that's the only fun gimmicky thing that this does. Otherwise, you're just going through its 2 piles because it's those 2. But you're not playing into these piles. You're not doing anything with these piles. And then the color and number matches, and you get rid of cards, and it's so boring. There's no pace. You're just drawing or playing, and there's nothing. You might say, if you're in Uno, you're just drawing or playing. At least I have a choice in Uno. If I sit with 4 cards, possibility of me being able of playing multiple of those cards is great at the start. I think, what do I want to go? I've said multiple times where like it's a yellow 5 one. I have a yellow, or I have a green 5. What do I want to do? Do I want to keep it yellow, or do I want to switch over to a green 5? Or do I have more greens, but maybe they change color to keep them to try and see? Like, I will actually sit there and think for more than 5 seconds, you know, and just really quick go, yeah, it's yellow, green. I quickly make a decision, but I will actually sit there and think for a second. In those, there is absolutely no thinking, because the color and number match does not really match that much, matter that much. I mean, the number match obviously does. The color match doesn't really matter that much at all, even. It's just, it's boring and uninteresting. So, components. Well, I mean, these are all cards. Uno cards are a big meh for me. They're quite thin, quite bendable, and I mean, this one has miscoloring on it. Yeah. But they do last. I mean, if you look at this 4 here, you can clearly see some shit has happened to it. So they do last for pretty long, last very well. I think that's a positive. But in the end, these are just cheap cards. They're not really that good. I mean, components are terrible in this one. And the box, the regular box, the reason I put them into this one is because the regular boxes for Uno are shit as fuck. If you're gonna make a card game, you gotta make it like this, okay? One freaking holder to your cards, not the thing where you put them in 2 piles and slide them in, and you slide all around, and you can't open or close it without freaking breaking the box. The boxes are fucking terrible when it comes to Uno. That's why I have these ones. And the cards are cheap as shit cards, but they do last, as I say. Like, we have spilled some sodas and water and stuff on some of our cards, on my Uno cards and on my mom's Uno flip cards, and they still last. And in the end, it's 99 Danish kroner to get it replaced. So it's whatever, right? Right. Now that's the theme. It doesn't have a theme. It's abstract, I think is the only thing I can say. Let's just gloss over that. Does it lie to you? Obviously, I don't have anything to tell me what it says about this one. I know Uno, I think the maximum I've ever played Uno is like 6 players. I think it's like 2 to 6 players. Well, all these have in common that they're better with more players. It goes around to more players, more things happen, rather than a duel. These are not duel card games. They're better at more players. They are party games, which makes them fun. As I say, it's like 15 minutes. I can't remember what it says on the box, but I do believe it's 15-20 minutes, and a 20-minute game is a very long game of Uno. And ages, I can't remember what it says of ages. Do I have? I think I have a rule book somewhere. Maybe. Okay, right here. Hold on. This is Uno Flip. 2 to 10 players, 7 and up. Okay, 10 players. I've never played that much. I've maximum played with 6. I think 4, 5, 6 is the sweet spot. Going lower than that, it just doesn't have the same feel. And going higher than that, way too much is going to happen. Like I think way too much is going to happen. And you don't have enough cards on hand at 10 players, obviously. Future play. 6 and up, 7 and up, you could play it younger. I mean, it's a very simple thing. See, what is this? This is the DOS rules. This is 7 up, 2 to 4 players. Why is this so few players? Again, this is 7 up, it's fine. I mean, if you guide them through, the rules were a little bit difficult to understand. And yeah, again, you should play this at a 3 or 4. at 4. You need to play this with more players just to make it a little bit more fun and more things happen. At 2 players, you can very easily get stuck for so many rounds with just drawing cards because, oh my god, we can't do anything. So at 4 players, it moves around a little bit more cards on play. Hopefully that will speed it up a bit. And I think Uno, regular Uno, is also 2 to 10, 7 and up, like Uno Flip, I believe. But as I say, Uno Flip and Uno is 4 to 6 is the sweet spot. Going lower than that, just not enough is happening. Going more over that, too much is happening. Right, it's 4 to 6, the sweet spot. And so, am I keeping it? I mean, yeah, I'm keeping them in this little box here. Those, I don't like those. My fiance actually kind of likes it. She really likes it, and we do play it with my mom. And so, but I'm keeping all these games. Of course, this is my little Uno box. I have another one, as I said, the purple one. And I've thought about getting Uno All Wilds, because it sounded kind of fun. So, yeah. Or other, like Phase 10 or something, like other of those cards games. Because I say, these cards games, they're not brilliant, but they're quick and they're fun. As long as you play with people who can handle take that. We're not children, and I freaking mean that. If you can't handle take that, you're just a fucking child. But playing with adult people who can handle take that, they're quick and they're fun. And there's absolutely no reason to not have them in your collection. They're cheap, they're quick, they're fun, it is brilliant. So I'm keeping them. My score for these ones. Well, DOS is the lowest rating out of 3. That's what I'm giving it. It does something interesting, and it is still kind of like a fun premise. And the DOS thing where there's 2, and you say DOS when 2 cards left, there's 2 piles. They go in on that, which is brilliant. I guess that's sort of the theme of it, is Uno. 1, you get rid of all your cards. When you have 1 left, you say Uno, and DOS is like 2, and there's 1 pile. And in DOS you have 2 piles, and you say 2 when you have 2 left. So I guess that's a theme. It's not really. But Uno and Uno Flip. I think I'm gonna give Uno a 5 and Uno Flip a 6, just to cement the fact that Uno Flip is better. It's quick, it's fun. There's absolutely no meat to these games, but they're quick and fun, and I think that's why I can't give liver, because I can't say anything overly negative about them. I mean, sure you could, if you really wanted to, you could go really negative on gameplay. It doesn't matter. But in the end, I think you should look at them for what they're trying to do. And what Uno is trying to do is just be a quick and fun card game, and Uno is a quick and fun card game. Uno Flip takes the quick and fun card game and makes it a little bit more fun. I don't know about quicker, but I just think it's a bit more fun, and that's why it's more fun, more interesting. That's why I'm giving that a 6 over a 5 to Uno. That's another review done of the Uno bundle here. 2 videos in a row where it was more than 1 game, well, more than that, because I'm obviously having 5 games I've played in between. So a lot of videos in a row where I'm talking about multiple games. Next time is probably going to be 5 games I've played. But after that, next Wednesday, is going to be, I think I'm going to do Solo Redo next. I think. Don't hold me up on that. I am going to review a proper game. Anyways, until next time, thank you so much for watching. Bye!